So do let us know, who are we going to be discussing today?
UK R&B and soul artist Elmiene. We're like 2 minutes into this section and you're already mugging me off.
Elmiene. It's just soothing. You listen to his voice, you listen to what he's saying, and you're like, this is really good. Like,
Yeah, it's good.
I can appreciate this.
Yeah.
He's cold.
Episode 5, we're here. Let's just get straight into it, bro. Let's not muck about this time, okay? So, Vinyl of the Week, my turn. You had 2 in a row. Bit of a snake, but it happened. Now I'm bringing it back. I'm going throwback. Mm-hmm. We knew it was going to happen at some point.
Yeah, it was coming.
I've done it early. So, Off the Wall, Michael Jackson. It's upside down, isn't it? It's upside down, isn't it? And you'll see why I've made this mistake in a second. But yeah, Off the Wall, MJ, one of my preferable. This is looking, the vinyl itself is looking a bit worn and that. So before any man get onto me, this is like an OG. This is actually my dad's vinyl. Because obviously he was collecting vinyls and stuff, records back in the day. Obviously that's what their man did back
Why
in the
are you
day.
hating on him?
Because it wasn't a niche thing, is what I'm saying. Like, obviously we're doing it. We're collecting vinyls. We're a bit different. These man,
That's what they could do.
that's their every day. So yeah, so obviously he was out here and he was following the Jackson 5 and that, and this was like not his first album, but his first big studio album when he went solo. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorites, I would say.
Oh yeah?
1979. Yeah, I was raised like a lot of like black people in my generation. We were raised on MJ, innit? Because our parents were playing MJ and stuff. And for me, it was Off the Wall because like my parents like a bit of funk and that. And also it was probably the Bad album because they did, like MJ had like a whole movie called Moonwalker. So when it had all the like the songs and it had like Smooth Criminal and Bad and like all the music videos and stuff collated together. So they were the 2 albums for me. But yeah, so there's big tunes on here. You can see the back. As you can see, it's flipped, which is why it was upside down a second ago. You can see the record spilling out.
Go on, open it up, show us.
Yeah, let me try open it up. I'm trying not to break this. Give me a second.
Yeah, this is quite the antique.
So there you go. It's all opened up like that. Inside, it's just got all the song credits. Obviously, this was the first like Quincy Jones MJ collaboration. So this is what kicked it off.
Is it lyrics as well in the pink?
Yeah, lyrics in the pink as well, which is all cool.
I like that. I miss lyric book.
Yeah, and I actually get lyrics, especially for MJ, wrong a lot of the time. So I should actually look at this properly and learn it. Like I was just before we started, I was singing "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough to You," and I was just it was just gibberish. It was just gibberish. So yeah, so listen to this album if you haven't. What are you doing? My favorite song is I Can't Help It is probably my favorite song.
Oh, you're pretty edgy, bro.
I Can't Help It or Working Day and Night, because Working Day and Night it gets you working. The pace of it and all the percussions and drums and stuff, it gets you moving. So
I feel like you sing that one a lot as well.
Yeah. That was probably when I was younger. It was probably one of my favorite songs. And yeah, it's I'm still not doing this up right. It's the kind of MJ before he went pop. I would say this is probably his last album before he went like fully king of pop vibes, because this was just before Thriller. So yeah.
So what were you saying? We were saying before, what year is this?
79.
And am I right in thinking he was born in 58?
Yes, correct.
So 21.
Yeah, this is him.
Crazy.
This is him doing big adult. Like, I'm here, I'm an adult. You can still see, like, he's still got, like, if you watch, like, the music videos and stuff, he's still got that kind of, like, youthful, like, spirit in the way he's, like, dancing. Everything's, like, not as clean cut as, like, Thriller and that album. But that's what makes it so good for me, anyways. Like, it's just good vibes, and it's just good funky music. So yeah, my vibe of the week.
What a choice! So
what are we saying?
Top choice.
I've got a heavy here.
And I'm here for the fact that it's like actually like a OG copy as well. It's literally
it's falling apart, man. So usually I keep this in like 2 layers of plastic, to be fair. I've got like an inner sleeve for the record, and I've got like an outer sleeve for the thing, but I didn't want to have all plastic.
Yeah, it's all mad.
I've kept it legit. Like, it's like breaking up on me. It's but I had to bring it out for like, I thought I'll get it in early, and then I didn't want to go straight away and go kind of like throwback stuff that people may not know, or it's like people think, this guy's trying to be all quirky and stuff. I thought I'll go big hitter, and then
and you just let the people know that you're a big MJ head.
Obviously, that when I was younger, I was big MJ. Like, I was singing it all the time. Like, I do little dance moves in class and that. And
you were striking that pose all the time.
All the time,
I don't know why. I can distinctly remember one.
I was just a charismatic character. That's all, bro. That's all.
Gotta rate it, man.
But so it's my vine of the week. So you want to carefully?
I'll be very careful.
Carefully put that up there. And there you go. So what you've been saying? What you've been saying this week, mate?
There he is.
All good.
Yeah, all good. It's been a busy week, man.
Yeah.
It sounds like, I feel like it's such a cliche thing to say, but it's been a busy week. Like, just busy every evening.
Yeah, you're quite a busy character in general, I feel. Like, I don't really do that. Apart from this is like getting me busy now. But like, I'm not really outside or anything. I'm not really doing anything. But you seem to be like every other day. Or you can have like randomly like 2 weeks you're just wrapped up and you're just like,
I know. I don't know how it happens.
And
then I look at my phone calendar, and every evening is done.
It's crazy.
And I get a bit overwhelmed. Gosh, I'm looking at when my next like chilled evening is, where I can just like kind of switch off and stuff. But no, it's been good. I do also feel like it's this time of year as well, isn't it? Like, it's a bit, like, coming to Christmas and people are like, oh, I've got to like squeeze something in before Christmas and all that. But no, it's been good. Had like a friend's birthday in the week, so I went out for some food and that, which was good.
Yeah.
Next minute you're home at like midnight, you're working the next day, and it just goes by in a flash.
Yeah, weeknight motives for me it's not happening. I'm not gonna lie to you. Unless it's a Thursday, is like the earliest in the week I can do a motive, because otherwise it's just wrecking my whole week. Is like, if I have to wake up in the morning and I've got work and I'm just feeling like wrecked.
It's so long.
And then basically that means I'm not going to be productive until like 12, 1 or something. And then I have lunch and I get tired again. And then it's like, well, I've got an hour or two.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, I'm finishing work now, innit? So I'm not even in that bag to be doing mad work. So, so all my friends do not holler at me until Thursday.
But I feel like for me as well, because I'm in the office currently 4 days a week, like if I'm already out, it's sort of like, well, if I was working from home, I feel like I'd be like, oh, like I've been home all day. Am I really trying to venture out on a weeknight? But because I'm already out, it's kind of like, well, I've already left my house. I may as well, but like I'm more inclined to do it once I'm sort of already halfway somewhere.
I hear it. Cool. Are you gonna ask me how my week went or no? I was waiting, like, does he care about what I've been doing?
I feel like I asked you a lot. You just tell me, I've been working, but
I've actually been doing stuff.
All right,
I've been doing stuff.
Bro, like, how's your week been?
So I've been busy with work. Obviously. Obviously, that's the first thing. Let's get that out of the way. My body's falling apart as usual, so that's fine. We were supposed to play football this week, and I had to say, bro, I had to call you and be like, bro, it's not gonna happen. Football is off the table for a while, and then I'll come back and I'll be better than ever. But anyways, but I actually did go out last night, so
okay.
I was late to come here. I was supposed to be this morning, and it was more like afternoon by the time I got here. But it's because I was up late, like burning the midnight oil, networking, toilet. No, I wasn't there. It wasn't productive in any sense. No,
Gallivanting. What were you up to?
So yeah, one of my boys hollered at me, and he was like, "Yeah, my friend's DJing in like Hackney, and doing like a soul like event and stuff." So I was like, "Oh, okay, soul,
yeah."
Points to my head. I was like, oh, okay. That's a bit of me, innit? So, and that's why I hollered. He was like, this is a bit of you. So I was like, all right, cool. The event was called like Soul Therapy, and it was quite good. But I'll say when I got there. It's not a critique, but for me, I've learned that there are like different definitions of soul is what I was saying.
Okay.
So I get there expecting like 70s, 80s, like kind of old school soul, maybe a bit like funky stuff in there. But then what I got was actually more like soul house, like almost like Afro house kind of vibes. It was definitely, I hear it. It's definitely like soulful, but I wouldn't necessarily define it as soul. So I felt a little bit duped at the time when I first got there. I was like, oh, hang on.
And it was like that the whole night?
Yeah. I was like, hang on, what's good on there?
Was it check location? Am I in the right place?
Yeah, I was a bit baffled, but obviously I entered still with an open mind and that. And it was really good. It was really good, to be fair.
So you're hearing stuff that was new to you in that?
Yeah. I had my Shazam on in the background, hearing like pumping some beats and that. It was like good like dance music. Like the crowd was like all into it. Like I think it's like it's similar to like Amapiano nights and stuff. Like the crowd are just like in it,
up for it,
and then dancing routines and all this type of stuff. Yeah. It was a little bit of that, and I was like, okay, I'm here for it. It's just nice positive energy.
Yeah,
so
that's hard.
So shout out to them. And that was my week. So I was actually outside. So
okay, so I've not heard of that. Is that a regular event?
I have no idea. But yeah, it was really good, man. I was here for it. It was a good turnout, like diverse crowd. Everyone was just into it, and yeah, man, I'm about it. Maybe that's my thing now, but I need to find out what that genre is actually called.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, soul is pretty broad, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, on that point, should we get into some of the stuff we've been listening to?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right, recent rotations. What are we saying? How many have you got this week?
I got 3 this week.
You got 3?
I couldn't wait to tell you.
You're way too excited. So you've actually got 3 separate artists, not one artist, and I've got 3 songs.
Nah, bro, I done it properly.
Spread it out. All right, well, you go first then. You go.
Oh, you can give you that?
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. So
thanks,
you kick it off.
I thought
you kick it off, man.
I'm way too excited for this.
Come on, give me the 3. Come on.
I was waiting for you to give me grief. I knew you were ready for it as well.
I saw when we were setting up, you were doing little notes and typing, and I was like, right, he's come correct today. So,
cool. Yeah, let it be known. All right, so my first one is an artist that I recently discovered. And I must say, I was annoyed to go on his Instagram and find out that you also followed him.
You're late to the party, my friend.
So that was hurtful, but here we are anyways. Anyway, his name is Gabriel Jacoby.
Yes, okay.
Cool. It's annoying that you actually knew as well. So yeah, I come across him recently. He is 25 from South Carolina, and yeah, his music is kind of like we were saying in the intro, like it's kind of hard to pigeonhole it into a genre, but it's like funky and soulful, and he got a very nice vocal tone, and it's very musical in the production. So I came across him via a track called Hillside. And that has like a really clean guitar, like electric guitar sound on it, where it's led by that. It's really just 2 instruments, the guitar and like percussion, and it's like pretty laid back percussion. I say percussion because it's like drums, but it's like not like the full kit in it. So it just has like a little rhythm to it, and I guess the guitar like instantly stood out, but also his vocal delivery was something that stood out to me, because it's like it is not rapping or singing or spoken, but it's somewhere that sort of straddles all 3 of those things. And I was like, oh, this is clean, and it feels a bit nonchalant, but like tonally and like pitch wise, like it's great. And then there's this like whistle in the back of the track as well in the mix, and I was like, oh, the way that his vocal is delivered complements the whistle, and it in the terms of tone, if you're feeling laid back and stuff. And I was like, this is clean. And so then like I got into some of his other music, and he's got tunes. He's got tunes. And I expected it to be in that same sort of mood, but like that turns out to be one of the more chill ones. So 2 other ones that I'll shout out is a tune called Baby and a tune called Be Careful, that they stood out to me just off the bat. And yeah, I just thought it was sick. He's quite interesting to look at visually. Like there's a lot of vests and caps and like big buckle belts, and like obviously very influenced from like the South as well. which is interesting because it's not necessarily how the music sounds, but you can see that influence there. And so I thought he was cold. So I'm definitely in for Gabriel Jacobi, man.
Okay,
that's my first one.
Okay, I hear it. No, he's definitely you can definitely visually see the South, and you can hear it in the times of the soul kind of portion of it. It's very Southern. So yeah, I hear it, man. I'm glad you're involved, and welcome to the party. All right, so we got 3 each. Shall I go 1 and you go 1?
That sounds like a
Should we go back and forth with that? We can do it this way. All right, so in general, I'll say I've got 2 new and 1 old again. So I'm going to go, old is going to be my last because I like to finish with the classics. I like to finish with the classics. All right, so the first one is a band or like a duo called 320. And that's similar to 95. It's spelt 320, no spaces. And they had a song that released in February called The Light, brackets I Need You. I've been in like a big neo soul bag recently, it seems like. I keep on mentioning neo soul, but it is like modern neo soul essentially. But it's basically the duo. It's a producer and the producer's wife is the singer. But the singer is half of Van Jess. I don't know if you are aware. It's two American sisters that they released like a lot of covers and like R&B. 90s inspired R&B songs and stuff like that. They collaborated with I think Kate Trinada in like 2018 on one of their albums as well. So I think they I thought they disbanded, but they've actually got an album. They've got a single that came out like a couple of weeks ago, to be fair. So I need to check it out. But yeah, so she got married, and then they just made this little group and like just banging out neo soul. So yeah, definitely listen to that song. And yeah, quick mention they've got a new single out called Still Blessed as well, which is really good. So that's my first. So I'm going it's still new, still fresh. But yeah, 320.
Damn, very musical like family.
This is what I'm saying.
All right, cool. I'll have to check that one out. Second for me is someone that we know and love is Nux.
Yes.
He has a new album out called A Fine African Man. And so I've been bumping that and we'll get into that as a project at another point. But yeah, obviously special shout out to him. He's just the guy. And yeah, I wanted to bring particular attention to one of the tracks that stood out to me, and that is called My Name Is My Name. Have you listened to it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, My Name Is My Name. So this track, I guess as we sort of discussed, I love rap and someone who's always loved lyrics. And yeah, this one stood out to me because of, I guess, the meaning of it and the sort of storytelling he's doing through it. So it is a track that I guess explores his identity really, and so he speaks about when he moved back to the UK from Nigeria and then went to school. His I think it was his head teacher asked what name he wanted to go by, and he decided he would go with his middle name, which is Ashley, obviously like a English name, versus like his Nigerian name, and it kind of addresses some situations, some scenarios around how that played out in his life and how he like partially kind of regrets that, but also the ways in which he tried to cover up his heritage and that sort of thing. And I just thought it was a very interesting exploration of that and the identity side of things. And it kind of stemmed from in school, like when he first came back, like people getting his Nigerian name wrong all the time and the sort of embarrassment that came with. Because obviously no one wants to be drawn attention to for being different in school, and it can feel like so quite isolating and ostracizing, I guess. And so yeah, that proper stood out to me, and I respect him for addressing it in a way, but that felt lighthearted still. So yeah, that's my second one. Definitely check out that album if you haven't.
I say on this podcast favorite a lot, and I'm gonna try to stop, but I'm gonna use it. Well, I'm gonna use it 2 more times today, but I'm gonna use it for Nux is my favorite UK rapper. Yes, that is a fact. That was bad. I had to check for a second.
I had to check that memory bank.
I checked the boys in my head. They fucking. Yes, he is. I would say
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, I shouldn't change my mind. He's my favorite. He's my favorite, 100%. So yeah, I need to. To be fair, I've only listened to the album like once through. I need to give it more listens too. But he's just the guy. He's just the guy. All right, is it me? Number 2?
Yeah, bro.
Number 2. This is one of my favorites.
Oh goodness. You need to find a new adjective or superlative.
I'll say it's like, I don't even know what type of genre to call this. But anyways, it's one of my favorite artists, UK artists. It is Sampha. My guy, okay, Sampha. Yeah. I'm going to be, see, you get it?
I can back you on that.
It's legit. I will be mentioning Sampha many times on this podcast, like throughout the episodes and stuff. But yeah, he released a single a couple of weeks ago, which is a single, but it's like a 2-parter song. It's called Cumulus /Memory. I think this was supposed to be on his last album. I think he said it was one of the first songs he actually started working on, but it just never made the cut. So he like released it later on, and yes, it's a tune, bro. It's definitely the song I've played the most like since it's come out in the last couple of weeks. Memory, like the second half, is me. I think he's one of the man, like he gets me like a bit. I'm not trying to sound like some soft youth in this. Nah,
you go for it, bro.
It's like the way he writes and stuff. It is like quite emotional in it. Like I just like his songwriting is really good for me, and his vocals as well match like the stuff that he's talking about. So yeah, definitely give it a listen to. Yeah, focus on the memory part for me. That's the bit I think is the best. So yeah, that's my number 2.
Cool.
What are we thinking?
Yeah, that's good. I think you summed that up nicely. Like his vocal tone and delivery is very evocative. Yeah, and I feel like it often reflects the lyrics that he's saying, which I think is sometimes quite unique. Because you've got a lot of people that is like they're saying something, but you might not feel that come across unless you actually like fully take in the lyrics and apply it to yourself type thing. But you feel it from him.
Yeah. He's one of them guys. Yeah, I was just like on my commute and stuff, just thought, oh, something's released, let me check it out, and that got me just emotional on the train for what, bruv? My life is fine and stuff. And it's like, yeah, the song's talking about like not like losing like your memory of a love that you once had kind of thing. And I was like, what? This doesn't relate to me. But
he's put you in that place.
But he put me in that place, innit? So and he's really good at doing that. And he's one of my favorite artists. I'll say it again.
Nah, he is.
Stand on that. I'll stand on that.
That was one of when you got your record player. I feel like that was the first like new.
Yeah, so I got Sam was one of my favorite artists because I got into him early as well.
Yeah, you told us.
And yeah, that's right. So one of my first vinyls was. I'm not going to say because I will show you at some point, basically, but it's one of his albums. So that's it. What's your number 3 then, mate?
My number 3 is Bow.
Okay, yeah.
He's back. Obviously, you have to give him props for being a West Londoner for one.
Oh, yeah,
and shout him out. But yeah, Bow, he's back. He's got a new record called In My Palm. And yeah, I've been rocking with him for a minute, and I just think he's talented rapper, very sort of like chill and nonchalant, but does what he does in a very clever way. And yeah, this song, it took me by surprise when I heard it. I was like, oh, Bower's got a new release. Clicked it, and yeah, it wasn't what I expected. Like, obviously he's quite laid back, but the production is like quite a lot. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, it's quite a lot I don't even know how to fully describe it, but it's like dynamics is a lot going on, a lot of like a lot of loud sounds.
Man, press play. Oh my god, what's happening? So many loud sounds. Some old man, bruv. What's going on? I hear it.
From a production point of view, like it is unique and it took me by surprise. And obviously, he's known for his sort of laid back rapping, but he sings on this one as well.
What's the single called?
In My Palm.
In My Palm.
The artwork is Palm.
I might have heard of that. I might have heard of it.
In front of a blue sky, I think.
Yeah, Bauer goes in.
Yeah, that's my third.
He was on the Koji album as well, right?
Yeah.
On one of the singles. Yeah. And he goes in on that as well. Yeah, he's just one of those guys who can just ride on beats very, very well. And that's what I appreciate.
But if you haven't heard this one, recommendation for you, because the production sounds a bit more American leaning as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like you'll enjoy it.
I need to give it a listen to for sure. Am I lost? Am I?
Yeah, bro, you're rounding
You've done your 3 of you?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, I get to finish off. Okay. Number 3, we're going back to 1987, right? If I Was Your Girlfriend by Prince is what I've been listening to. I thought, because I've got MJ, I thought I would like get his direct competitor involved, and it's Prince, isn't it?
It's well thought out.
If I Was Your Girlfriend, from the album Sign of the Times, banging tune. Basically, it's like he pitches his voice up to sound like a woman, basically, and he sings like, "If I was your girlfriend, like I'll do all these things and stuff." Prince is one of them artists. I'm gonna be like, again, I say favorite a lot and I say hater a lot as well as well in podcasts. So, but I'm gonna be a bit of a hater, and I feel Prince is one of those artists that people say that they like and they don't actually like. I feel like Prince,
he's a cool person to say you like.
Yeah, it's one of them. I think Prince, like Sade, like Jay Dilla, and all these type of like, oh yeah, I'm trendy. Like I like Sade, I'm so cool, kind of thing. And I think Prince is in that bag, especially for the UK.
Yeah, definitely. He's
in that bag as well. But I do generally like Prince, but probably a lot of his earlier stuff and less of the pop stuff, to be fair. Like,
because you discovered him early back then, isn't it?
Yeah, I was there in 1987. I was like, whoa, what's going on? He's like all topless and stuff on the concert. I was like, what's happening here? No, Prince is a weird one for me because a lot of his music is like very explicit. So my parents didn't actually play him around the house because they didn't really they kept it quite clean. So they would play more MJ and stuff, but they would always say like, oh yeah, Prince is like low key more talented than MJ. Kind of that was their narrative that they'll push to me, and I'll be like, yeah, but you man are playing is Purple Rain. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All I'm hearing is man on the guitar and that, and I'm like, I'm not really here for that type of music. So I don't really, I'm not like the Purple Rain album and stuff. Like that's not really me personally. I'm more like Controversy, Sign of the Times, and that type of thing. And then when he went into like a bit of New Jack Swing kind of R&B sounds in the 90s as well, which I was very much about. So yeah. So I'm a bit of a hater. Telling people like, you don't really like these artists, you're just lying. But and I do. But for different reasons. But yeah, so that's my third, man. Coming in heavy with Prince.
Nah, it's a good selection. I like that you're throwing it back.
Yeah, I have to keep throwing it back, making sure people are aware, like, there's history to this and that, We're not all just current trends and that, we've got a bit of rooting as well. Yeah,
and eclectic. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. So solid 6. Are you proud that I had 3 today? Or have I just hit the bar? yeah, you finally met the minimum standard. So I'm happy. I'm proud of you, mate. I'm proud of you. Appreciate it. Okay, that brings us on to our Spotlight Artist of the Week. And this week, you have done the prep for it. So do let us know, who are we going to be discussing today? Yeah, so this is an artist that I've struggled with the names. And I think we've mentioned him previously. So we're going to be doing UK R&B and soul artist Elmiene. Elmiene. So yeah, I'll go over like a couple little bio info, and then we can talk about the music and stuff, right? So sounds good.
First, the name. Let's get that out of the way. Elmiene. It's from his surname, which is he is Sudanese, born in Frankfurt, but raised in England, in Oxford, in particular. And his surname's Elmiene, but they say it as Elmiene. So he's tried to like spell it out of how it's said. And so that's why it's Elmiene. So yeah, I'm glad I've got that one. That was the hardest part that I needed to get out of the way, and I've solved that. A bit about him, only child, Went to university to study poetry and music, which I guess makes a lot of sense.
What, in Frankfurt or Oxford?
No. So he came to Oxford. I think he said it was for like age 5 or something.
Okay.
So he was very much raised in England and stuff. Did some music and poetry study. And then, just went into music, basically. Just went slapping into these tunes. So when did you kind of first hear of him? I saw you were like writing notes and stuff about...
I don't have any notes here. It's all in the brain, bro.
Oh, okay, go on. Tell me.
So I first come across him via the Stormzy album, This Is What I Mean, because he did backing vocals on a track.
Okay.
But so obviously I was involved in that.
I was about to say, why you're checking for backing vocals and that? I was like, I love this album. Who's the backing vocals there?
It makes you sound
some music, neek, bruv.
Because he's also not on like the credits on Spotify and stuff.
Right. Okay.
So good luck.
Some deep cuts there. Okay. You're really trying to outdo me here, aren't you? Okay, cool. So how did you find out that he was on there then? What's going on? How did you? What kind of sleuthing are you doing to figure this out?
I'm crying.
This guy, you thought you were slick, innit? You think you're slick? You had me late night doing my research, trying to find stuff out. Meanwhile, in the back of your mind, you're like, well, he's not going to beat me because I knew he was the backing vocal on this album that no one else would know this credit. This Eddie Snake of a guy, bro.
I just knew you wouldn't know this.
All right, so when
which is quite pleasing.
So how did you find this out?
Bro, I'm literally crying. So it's actually publicly available if you do want to find it out.
So I could have found out. Is what I'm saying. I didn't do enough research. This is what you're telling me. Thank you. I will point out before you start like flipping, judging my research. This is me doing two weeks of research in a row. This is supposed to be you doing it, so you could have been saying all of this, and then you've just put me. You put me at a loss. We've hardly begun. You asked me. We're like 2 minutes into the section, and you're already mugging me off.
You've asked the question, and you smiled at me while you're asking the question.
So
I already knew that you're thinking this is a flipping competition.
No, go on.
So basically, the week leading up to Stormzy's album, he put like a few days before he put out a video, like a cast list video, with all of the contributors, and it was like everyone had like a couple seconds like on screen, doing like a bit of like small performance to camera type thing, because he was so proud of the people that had come on the creative journey with him. He wanted to document everyone because it was such a process. And so Elmiene was in that. But before I'd even seen it, I'd been hearing the guy's name in it. And I was like, who is this Don? Because I had not heard of him before. And he hadn't put out any music at this point.
Yeah. So when was that album? Like 20...
So that was November 22.
Yeah.
And his first song was either that month or like December 22 or something.
So he had a single, Golden, in 2021.
Mad. But
So he had one song out in the world.
Under Elmiene?
Must have.
I don't recall having seen that.
Yeah,
that's sick though.
Yeah. So I haven't heard that single, to be fair. But yeah, 2021 was his first single.
Mad.
Golden, as you said, single out like pretty soon after, called Why in 2022. And yeah, he's released one studio album, which is the one that's out this year, Heat in the Streets. But 6 EPs. 2 live albums as well. So he's been from 2022, 2021, one single, 2022, one single, 23, from then on up to now,
relentless,
slapping out music left, right, and center. So I guess when I got into him it wasn't that early at all, to be fair. So you've definitely beat me there. It was 2023. The Mark My Time EP, and one of the singles is Mad at Fire. So that was the first song that
You got into?
I got into.
Okay.
I saw him
Yeah,
before
yeah.
because he does like loads of covers like on social media and
he's
stuff.
outside.
And he's like loads of like acoustic stuff. And I think I saw it and I was like, yeah, it's a good singer,
Fairs,
isn't it?
Fairs,
Like
yeah.
this guy's going in, he's a good singer. But I didn't really check and see if like he himself is releasing music.
Yeah.
That's something I don't do like enough, is like if I see an artist like just singing covers and stuff, I actually don't check and see if they do music.
Same.
I'm just like,
cool.
well, you're talented. You got good vocals. So yeah, I didn't check for him for like a year or something, and then I think just randomly on my Spotify that came up, and I was like, oh shit, like that's the guy from doing all those covers and stuff, and then I was like, oh, this guy's actually quite good. So
it's funny you say that, because that's actually my first real song that I'm into him as well.
Okay.
Because like obviously I was aware of him and I was like, oh sick, like this guy's must be some new guy getting a big cosign. And then again, similar to you, like I was aware of him, like one of his first things was like a colours, isn't it?
Yes.
And so
that's right.
and he has quite an iconic look about him.
Yeah,
so I
super.
kind of saw him and stuff. But again, similarly, I feel like it sounds a bit rude now, but I just didn't check for a minute.
Yeah. Same.
Similar to you, I was like, he's a good singer. And then Mad at Fire again was the first song that really captured my attention. I was like, oh yeah, fair. Like,
Yeah. And
old.
yeah, I think he was born in 2001. So what was he, like 24? And he's definitely got that. When you hear him speak, you can hear like he is quite, like you hear he does sound like 24 and stuff. But he's got quite a like old soul look about him. Like as you said, he's very like distinctive look, and his sound is also quite like old school as well, isn't it? Like it's super neo soul. Like again, this is very neo soul, I would say. So yeah, his debut EP was 2023, so I missed that, which was Elmiene, spelled EL-MEAN. So he was already telling people how to say his name from early, basically.
So I find that interesting, innit? Because I'm like, so why have you not spelled your artist name like that? If we need to now do the phonetics.
Yeah, so I don't really know. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, and like the way he spelled his name, his artist name, I don't know, because his surname isn't spelled that way. It's spelled,
No, it's like ELAAMIN or something.
Yeah. It's like Elmiene.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, his debut EP is Elmiene. And
because I would very much look at his artist name and be like, oh, it's Elmiene.
but I guess Elmiene doesn't look like an R&B name. It looks quite Elmiene, in it. The mean, do you get me?
Yeah, I guess it's like a negative connotation.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. I'm
Anyway,
not too
sorry,
sure.
as you were.
So 2023 debut EP, but then that same year he had the EP Mark My Time with the Mad at Fire single. So he did 2 EPs that year. 2024, he did like live renditions, which was a basically live album called Live at Rack Studios, which is a studio in central London. Again, that year, the deluxe version of Mark My Time comes out, which is basically doubles the track list. Still 2024, he's did a live stream album, and it was called Live from 525. And he's done some original songs, but like covers as well. Like he did like a Pink Matters, Frank Ocean song. He did like a Slow Jams, Sideways, Cleo Soul. So that's really good. And then still 24, we've got another EP, Any Way I Can, which has got one of my favorite songs, Light Work. It's actually I was listening to that on the way here. Big tune. Still 24. We've got another EP for The Deported, which I actually haven't listened to, so I need to check that. And then finally 2025, he kept it chilled and he released a full album in September. I think it was September. And yeah, so there's a lot of music for a short space of time. While he's doing this, he's doing a lot of touring stateside and in the UK as well. So I guess a question for you, is there ever like too much music at any point? Or like Is that fine?
I'm so impressed at the like rate at which he's released. I think it's super impressive. Is it too much? I think like the thing, can you never have too much of a good thing? I don't know. If people care, and it feels like people really do, then I feel like you may as well just put stuff out.
Yeah, I think he has quite a strong. Like his fans are quite
leaned in, and there's obviously a demand, as you said. There's like the live performance recordings and stuff. He's obviously selling tickets on that, so yeah, why not?
Yeah, what is it about? No, I agree. I was about to go on a completely different question. Let me validate what you're saying. Yeah, I agree. I think he's one of those artists as well that he could probably afford not to. Like now, maybe he slows down now.
Yeah, I think
he needs to build that catalog, get that strong following,
be like
and
an albums artist.
Yeah, because he is an albums artist, and I have a quote here. He says, like, albums are very important to me because my biggest goal is to be able to look back at a physical discography. So, like,
okay, sick.
This album is kind of him, like, putting a kind of stake in the ground and saying, this is the first album.
Yeah.
And which is interesting because, like, artists have like this whole thing about EPs, LPs, like albums and stuff. Whereas I think listeners, unless you're like a proper fan, they don't really see it that way. They're just like, the music is the music, I guess, isn't it? So
yeah, a lot of the time.
So this is the true beginning of Elmiene, essentially. A question that I was going to go on to, but was when you kind of first heard Elmiene, like, what was it that was kind of that you were kind of attracted to, I guess, or what was it that hit you?
So when he sings, he's got like a relatively high pitched, like a more of an airy, lighter tone.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like he's got like the production like has bass lines and stuff in. So I really like that contrast for one. I think he's got good melodies, which I think it's his melodies that stick in my head, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then there'll be like the lines from the hook as well, which are like, it's well written, and his delivery, his voice is I think it feels like an easy listen. And that's by in no way to sound disrespectful.
No,
it's an easy easy listen. Yeah, but for me the melody lines is what stands out for me, and some of the hooks on that.
Yeah, it's definitely like smooth and like sweet sounding and stuff in it. So it's easy listening in that regard. I think I'm this, like, for me it's definitely his voice. I'm like an old R&B head a little bit, so when I hear like vocal runs, I like that, and like hearing like vocal control.
Yeah,
and you like flexing your like vocal muscles 100%. And be like, listen, I can sing, bro.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you know.
So that's what I like, because it shows. It's just like a way to showcase like your true talent, right? So, if we're trying to get, obviously a lot of this podcast is trying to get people to listen to him. So I guess if we were trying to like explain his sound, and like for people who've never heard him, what would you call it? I've said it's like neo soul and stuff, but could you say it's like more R&B or
definitely
or something else entirely?
I would probably say that the overriding feeling is it's the soulfulness, probably, and then the music almost like plays like it is in service to what he's coming across within the soulful lyrics. Because one thing that struck me about that album was that I was impressed by how it felt like when you move from track to track, it's like led by a different instrument and stuff. And so I was like, oh, this guy's like, you know, some people it's just like, guitar is my main lead instrument, whereas it's kind of jumping all over the place, but still in a cohesive way. So yeah, I was impressed by that. Soulful, I think, is the main thing for him, to be fair.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Like, he himself has said like his major influences has been like the like original neo soul artists, but also like 60s and 70s music like Donny Hathaway and like Stevie Wonder and stuff like that. He definitely gives off like Stevie Wonder vibes, especially when you see kind of his live performances and when he's like behind the keys and stuff. He's definitely got that kind of kind of vibe about him. So we were speaking about when we were talking about like K1 and a little bit about like Sasha Keeble and stuff, like UK R&B artists again going stateside, doing the most South, saying we're back, baby, and all of this type of stuff. Like, do you think Elmiene is in there with his peers? Like, where does he sit, or does he kind of have his own lane? Is he kind of doing his own thing? What are we thinking?
I think he's in his own lane, to be quite honest. Like, I feel like I'm struggling to think of like people to compare him to.
Yeah.
But I think he's a very unique proposition and someone who's very talented. And I do think like he's someone that the UK can be proud of having.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. Quote from him: "I want to be considered in the conversation amongst some of the greats." So
fair play.
He's got the aspiration there, and he's he's still quite young. It's only the first album as well, although he's got so much music out.
Wow.
Again, this is the first album, so let's like see where he goes from there, I guess. Speaking of the album, Heat in the Streets. Any favorite tunes? What we're saying?
So my favorite track is track 1, the Curtain Raiser.
Okay.
The opening track.
Okay.
When I first heard this, I was like probably just struck by the opening line. So it's I took a shower with my clothes on.
Yeah.
How stupid.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, I don't know. You know, if something's playing in the background and you can happily sort of be playing away in the background. Yeah. When I heard that, I had my attention. It piqued my interest.
Where's this going?
I was like, what? I was like, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
And then he kind of like goes on in that sort of opening verse to sort of speak about like other, I guess, contradictions. And yeah, I feel like that track, to be fair, I said I contradicted this before, but that's quite an R&B track, I would say. And that, to me, it felt like familiar in a sense. As in like I'd heard that sort of sound before, but like in the best possible way, like it's sort of like a comforting familiarity type thing. Like I'm safe in this guy's music type thing. Almost reminded me of like Usher in many ways. And so yeah, that's probably my standout. Yeah. The guitar in there is clean as well. The sounds are clean, bro.
Yeah, sounds are very clean in the production. So I hear it. My favorite song is Miss Hot July is my favorite song, which I think is potentially one of the singles and one of the more popular songs, to be fair. So I haven't been very unique or anything of that.
It's a tune.
But it is a big tune. Is there a song that you'd pick, not just off the album, but just like catalog in general, if like one song for someone to listen to if they haven't listened to him?
Yeah, I think it would be Some Days.
Okay, all right.
Like that's one of the tunes that's been on like repeat for me for a long time now. And again, just like melody and like runs and stuff, yeah, just really good. And it's one of those things that just plays over in your head. So yeah, I would recommend that one. I feel like it showcases all the things that he's great at.
Yeah,
and is like also, you know, easily accessible. And I feel like you can't not like that.
Yeah, for me, it is. I've mentioned already. It's Light Work is the one song that I have personally played the most, I would say. Yeah, it's good. Like, would I call that more kind of R&B? Probably not. It's still in the neo soul bag. Yeah, the vocal runs, like layered vocals as well. It's good. And yeah, it's positive vibes as well, man. I just like sometimes positive, you know. So sometimes emotional and sometimes positive as well. So yeah, so that's my favorite song that I would give to someone. Yeah, any other, I guess, similar artists that you would say? It doesn't have to be UK, it can be American, that kind of sit beside him and stuff. I've already mentioned, obviously, Sasha Keeble, I think is kind of in that bag as well a bit. I've written a couple, to be fair. I've written
go on, do share.
I've written an artist that I would like to see him collaborate with.
Oh yeah.
Which is Yebba.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just vocals.
That would make sense.
Just vocals. syrupy vocals, bro. And a couple of similar artists. Again, I've keep mentioning because he's one of my favorite artists at the moment, is Leon Thomas.
Yeah.
In terms of like production, especially with his new EP, is quite similar to the production style of Elmiene. Destin Conrad, kind of Tia Gordon kind of vibes as well. So they're my ones that I've just jotted down.
Yeah.
What have you got? Any reckon?
I think those make a lot of sense.
Yeah. You can go with those. That's fine, man. That's fine.
I hate like the Sasha one's an interesting one because obviously we discussed her, and we discussed that she's like in her 30s and stuff.
Yeah.
But not that that's by any means old, but I think that they're quite similar in as much as they both make like current music, but they're both old souls, and translating that. It really does resonate, innit? And I feel like people do want something like of depth and substance.
It just feels mature. It feels like
they know what they're about.
I could play that in any situation, and I wouldn't have to explain to anyone. Like, oh yeah, this is like as in if I play a lot of current music, like, and I'm at my parents or something,
they're not getting it.
They'll just be like, "What the hell are you listening to, bro?"
Yeah.
Or like, if I'm playing with like music with some people that don't usually listen to like hip hop and R&B or whatever, and if I play that, they'll just be like, "Yeah, this is just soul, isn't it? Like, this is legit music." Maybe that's just because of like the instrumentation behind it and stuff, and the kind of classic style of vocals that like Elmiene and Sasha Keeble and those type of artists have. But yeah, it's like no one can listen to it and say it's bad, innit? Like there's a lot of other music that I will say that's good, and then people can have like an opinion because they're not really into that, or they just don't understand it. But like everyone can understand this type of music.
And I feel like everyone can appreciate it as well, like because the production's not doing too little or too much that that it's in any way sort of like irking to listen to type thing. So it's like you just listen. It's soothing. You listen to his voice. You listen to what he's saying, and you're like, "This is really good. Like,
it's good.
I can appreciate this."
Yeah.
He's cold.
So I think we can wrap it up there. I mean, Heat in the Streets. Give it a listen to if you haven't. And let us know your feedback. Let me know if anyone actually doesn't like it, and I'm sure I won't get any feedback in the negative light. But yeah,
Elmiene.
All
right, well, that brings us to the end of episode 5. We've discussed some solid recent rotations today. Gonna have to get that playlist together so that people can dig in.
I know people are already asking, so we need to get it together and build this playlist, man. But yeah, good episode. A lot of artists. Got a couple icons in there, which is nice. A couple new.
Solid chat. One of the most iconic albums possibly ever, I reckon. So big up you for bringing that one up.
Come on, I've got more to come. Don't worry. Cool. So they got that to look forward to next week.
All right. Sign off. Until next time.
Peace.